All right, Michael, my 9-year-old son has a habit of turning his face sideways when looking at things. We recently went to the optometrist for the first time and giving right minus 1.75, left minus 1.5, half diopter of what I'm assuming is cylinder. In addition, his eyeball length was measured about 10% longer than children his age. Yeah. Other than these, he appears to be fine and has no vision problems. I just got him a pair of minus 1.25 for school and minus 1 for walk in the park, based on my own success from minus 3.5 to minus 1-ish. Nice, nice, nice. So, okay. The first question for me, like optometrist giving kids glasses in a 1 something diopter range, to me is often a sign of pseudomyopia, too much close-up strain, not enough outdoor distance time, if those are in fact necessary. If it was my kid, I would get an eye chart for home and I would observe how well the child makes out. My favorite is facial expressions, right? Because for their development, for their proper social development, to not feel awkward, to not be weird, is you want them to recognize, am I looking at you from a distance, right? Like the dark parts of the eye and the white parts of the eye, how we tell if somebody's looking at us is a pretty small detail, especially moving, especially in lighting, different lighting conditions with shadows and stuff. Being able to tell if somebody's looking at you is definitely one indicator that your vision's pretty good to very good, even better than eye chart, even though an eye chart is a little bit more easily replicated results. Can my child recognize that I'm looking at him or her at varying distances is my first question. Is, am I going to get them glasses? Because the only reason I will get the child glasses is because there's an issue that I can't address or address soon enough relative to my child not socializing well. You know what I mean? Like if the child's not seeing well, it could get withdrawn or awkward, or fine motor skill development could be affected. Who knows? I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving my opinion. So my first question with the glasses thing is, do we need these now? Because if once you introduce them, it's much more difficult to go back, because that extra don't have to work for it clarity is super tempting, right? And now the child will read or play with things in close-up and not take them off. You can't control that. They're in school. Blah. You're going down a difficult road of a pretty significant compromise of, is a child developing normally socially because they can see their peers fine, versus am I getting glasses now that are going to lead down a road that is going to be notably more difficult to fix than not starting off with glasses possibly, and just figuring out how to address any possible deficiency, right? Like you have to figure that out. Like I would hesitate to immediately get into glasses without first trying to like fix whatever might be causing pseudomyopia in the first place. More distance vision, more games, more no phones, right? Like certainly books, whatever, but just figuring out, can we fix this without going to glasses in the first place? The good news here is if you've already gone from minus 3.5 to minus 1-ish, you know a lot about this. And like, I don't have courses for kids only. I always say a myopic parent has to be involved, because so much of this is parenting, right? Like if you understand, if you have experience with a technical bit of improving your eyesight already, the diopters, the habits, the active focus, all the things, you can take that now and translate it to so much of with a child that's like an aptitude thing and an age thing and a language thing and a motivational thing, right? So much with the kids is not just about which diopters do I need, but it's, do they want to? Do they participate? Is this awkward for them in school, right? Like those are a lot of the details that I can't answer that you as a parent have to. And you having had all this experience are in a great place. Like I would just be careful about setting off on the path to glasses.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow.